Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Trian Nuraini. In this class management 22A, NPM 2241 1037. In this video, I will to tell you about leadership. The first, understanding of leadership. A leader is a person whose job is to lead. While leadership is a talent or characteristic that a leader must have. Leadership requires the active use of abilities to influence other parties and realize organizational goals that have been set in advance. The next slide about leadership foundation. The first, administrative foundation, namely formulating administrative policies and providing facilities. 2. Foundation as top management, namely planning, organizing, staffing, directing, commanding, and controlling. The next slide about leadership style. The first, autocratic. This kind of leadership uses a power approach method in reaching decision and developing its structure. Power is very dominantly used. Centralized power and decision making for himself, and organizing complex work situations for employees so that they are willing to do whatever they are told. This leadership is generally negative, based on threat and punishment. However, there are also several benefits, including enable quick decision making and enable less competent employees to be utilized. Number 2, participative. Decentralize the authority it has more so that the decisions taken are not unilateral. Number 3, democracy. It is characterized by the existence of a structure whose development uses a cooperative decision-making approach. Under democratic leadership tend to have high morals who can work together, prioritize work quality, and can direct themselves. 4. Free control. The leadership gives full power to subordinates. The organizational structure is loose and the leader is passive. Namely, the leader avoids power and responsibility, then relies on the group both in setting goals and dealing with problems on their own. Slide about leadership theory. Number 1 is trait leadership theory. Scientific analysis of leadership departs from focusing on the leader's own attention. The trait theory first developed in ancient Greece and Rome, which taught that leaders were born, not created, which later this theory became known as the Gradma theory. In its development, this theory was influenced by the behavioral school of psychology thinkers who held the view that leadership traits are not entirely born but can also be achieved through education and experience. These characteristics include physical, mental, and personality traits. Number 2, behavioral and situational leadership theory. Based on research, the behavior of a leader based on this theory tend toward two things. The first is called consideration, namely the tendency of a leader to depict a close relationship with subordinates. Example of system in this case include defending subordinates, providing input to subordinates, and being willing to counsel with subordinates. The second is called initiation structure, namely the tendency of a leader to impose limits on subordinates. An example that can be seen is that subordinates receive instruction on carrying out tasks, when, how the work is done, and the result to be achieved. So, based on this theory, a good leader is a leader who has high attention to subordinates and high results. Number 3. Authority theory. Leader authority is an important factor in the life of leadership, because with this factor, a leader will be able to influence by the behavior of other people both individually and in groups, so that the person is willing to do what the leader wants. Number 4. Situational leadership theory. A leader must be a good diagnostician and must be flexible according to the development and maturity level of his subordinate. And the last theory is group theory. In order for group or organizational goals to be achieved, there must be a positive exchange between the leader and his followers. And the last slide about general characteristic of leader. Number 1 is intelligence. Intelligence is based on research results. Leaders who have intelligence that is higher than the average intelligence of their followers will have a higher chance of success, because leaders generally have a higher level of intelligence than their followers. Number 2, maturity and breadth of social relationship. Generally, in carrying out social interaction with the internal and external environments, a successful leader has mature and stable emotion. This makes leaders less likely to panic and waver in maintaining a position that they believe to be true. And number 3, self-motivation and drive for achievement. A successful leader generally has high self-motivation and a drive to achieve. This strong drive is then reflected in optimal, effective, and efficient performance. And the last about general characteristic of leader is human relations attitude. Human relation attitude is there is recognition of self-worth and honor, so that his followers are able to side with him. Okay, I think it's enough to tell you about leadership. If I said something wrong, I say sorry. And I close with wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.